Let me also ask you a little question on your current role. You're the liaison between the NASA and the Department of Defense.
Yes.
America has just set up the Space Force. What will the Space Force do?
Ironically, the Space Force is going to do what it was doing before there was a Space Force. Before there was a Space Force, there was an Air Force Space Command, and they were doing things like watching the skies for missile attacks. They were providing us global positioning system navigation. They were providing us in-space communications. And all they're doing now is putting on a uniform that says we're the Space Force, and we're different than the Air Force, because they finally said, well, the Air Force people do things in the air. We need a Space Force to do these things in space, and so it's really not much different. Now, will it grow to other missions in the future? Yes, absolutely. But for now, it's the same people in the same building doing the same job they were doing a month ago when they were in the Air Force.
But others are worried. If America can set up, then Russia will follow, China will follow. India already has a defense space agency. Should they go a Space Force route?
I think just the realities of it is that we've gotten to a point in space where we have things to defend. If India didn't have satellites in space, there would be no need for a Space Force. Well, India has a lot of capital up in space right now, and they may need to protect it. That's the same reason that the U.S. has a Space Force and other countries are following suit, is that they found out that the things they have in space for communications, for navigation, are vital resources to their nations now. And if somebody was going to oppose you, what a great place to cripple a nation then to take out their space resources. So yes, I think everybody's going to, simply because we're there now. We have navies because we had vital resources and interests at sea. Same thing now, we have vital resources and interests in space.
Which is why probably India did the ASAT test, which is Mission Shakti, which is to blow up its own satellite in space. I'm not going to ask you to comment on that because that's a separate story altogether. But India has a lot of resources to protect, and that was astronaut Alvin Drew telling us that India's Gaganyaan program will bring in a new vigor in the international community which is spacefaring with humans.